Welcome to part 6 in how to make a Terminator effect. So let me start the screen recording. Last time we undistorted our shot of the face markers and wrote this out as an EXR image sequence in Nuke using this render, and then you select the frame range and then OK, export. And now we are going to take this undistorted plate and load this into another software where we can start to track these face markers. So let me first introduce this new software that is called SynthEyes. And if you don't already have it, then you can find it on the VFX SynthEyes homepage. It's not too expensive. You can find here, you can try it, or you can buy it, or you can subscribe, because now it became part of the VFX and it used to be a standalone product. Okay, so when we have installed this SynthEyes software, then we are in SynthEyes. So we take the undistorted image sequence from before and drag this file into SynthEyes, and then we get this pop-up window. And here we can set the parameters for how to import the image sequence. So I'm just going to import this as is for now, so OK. This is taking a little while to load. Okay, now we have the image sequence loaded into SynthEyes. And this looks quite complicated to use, so it's not the most modern user interface, but it's still a very good program for doing tracking. So here we have the exported image sequence. I think we start around here. We don't need this talking part, so that's good. Start here. Right now it's kind of washed out and difficult to see what's going on. So let's first process this image. So we press the P key to process. And we don't really need any saturation, so the first thing I will do is go to the color tab and select saturation, and here type 0. Enter. Now it's totally desaturated. And here we can see the value. So let's correct this curve. See if you drag this one. That's the opposite. Okay, let's ignore that one. Take the first, the top part here, and then we move this over. So now we have a little better contrast in the image. And also we don't need all this high frequency noise, so let's do a filtering. So we go to the filtering tab, and here we can say high pass, and let's try 10. Okay, 10 is no good. It's no good. Let's try. Let's go back to 0 again. Let's do the curve after we do the filtering. I think that could be an issue. So let's now go to high pass, maybe 10. Now we can see a little bit of the high frequency details. Now we have the markers and we don't have much else. And now we can push up the contrast a bit. So we go and move the top part of the curve and the bottom part of the curve. there's a lot of noise. I think this could be quite good. Maybe here we could try a little bit blur. That's not too bad. And then let's remove some of the noise. I think this is good enough. So let's say OK on this one. And now we can see the markers more clearly. We can use this magic wand to create new markers. So I'm going to select this and select one of the markers here. And then I have different kinds of markers. So this is a dark spot on a bright background. So we have to go to the marker type here and select the dark spot on the bright background. And then the size of the dot, can adjust this a little bit. So this should be enough to cover the dot. And then the search area is the second border outside. We don't want it to be too big because then it will catch other dots in the neighborhood. So maybe like this is good. And now we can use the forward key instead, one frame at a time. Before that we have to center this. It is not perfectly aligned. So if you jiggle this a bit, then you can see the crosshair is perfectly in the center of the dot. And now we can use the right arrow key and start tracking this and make sure that it is in the correct spot all the time. Okay, that's good. Maybe we can even do let's lock this one using the lock icon. And then go back. Now you can see it follows the marker all the time. So we lock this one and take the next marker. So that we have, let's take this one a bit far away there. And the size is the same as the last time, so we don't need to adjust that. We can just wiggle this to get the crosshair in the center and right arrow to track this one. Okay, that's good. And then lock this one and then go back to frame 57 and then go to the next one. So let's take this one here and wiggle it and track it. Okay, and lock it and go back to 57 and take another one, so maybe like this one, and wiggle and track and lock, and let's save this again. Okay. And see you in episode 7, and don't forget to like and subscribe.